Now, Wave 31 storm tracker meteorologist Grace Anello with 31 triple Doppler.
You were saying that we were going to have some strong storms that popped up, and we sure did. At least in my neighborhood, we did.
Yeah, we had plenty of flashes of lightning over at my house.
And that thunder that's what I fell asleep to. But
bet.
that thunder was something to listen to for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, that was all encompassed in last night's level 1 out of 5 severe weather risk.
Right.
We have rain today, but we do not have a severe risk, so it's just going to be some showers for the most part. We could see 1 or 2 embedded thunderstorms, but it's not going to be anywhere near as heavy as what we saw last night. Now, take a look at 31 triple Doppler right now. A few pockets of rain developing in Sand Mountain, particularly in eastern Marshall and southwestern DeKalb County. This circle of green in Jackson County, that is feedback, that is not rain at 5:17 on your Wednesday morning. However, just to our south, there's plenty more rain there, and more is going to come to us. The good news is we're hitting a little bit of a early morning rut, so a little bit of a lull. That means as you're heading out the door, we're going to have mostly dry conditions for you early. And we're seeing that on the Wave 31 Skycam network, powered by Thompson Roofing and Construction. You can see that dense cloud cover over Gunnersville and even in Muscle Shoals this morning, over Huntsville, and even in Muscle Shoals this morning, and that's going to continue to stay with us. At the moment, our temperature's 70 degrees. This afternoon, we will barely get any warmer than that. So we're hitting that little bit of a lull this morning. That means most of us are headed out the door, whether that's the bus stop or off to work in dry conditions, which is great news for your morning commute. But late morning will welcome in large clusters of rain, much heavier than what we've seen this morning. So again, similar to yesterday, not all of us are seeing that, but those that are, you're seeing downpours, and those clusters are much larger than the ones that we saw just yesterday. Then we hit another lull right around your 3 o'clock coffee break, and then more scattered rain, very heavy at times, comes back into the forecast about from your evening commute home through bedtime tonight. So it's a very on again, off again pattern all throughout the day today. As we talked about, we're waking up near 70 degrees, but our high temperature is just 78 degrees later this afternoon. And we have all of that cloud cover and that rain cooled air to thank for it. So we're starting with a muggy and warm morning, but we're going to finish things out with a very below average temperature day. So that handles today. Then we got to jump to tomorrow. And to do that, we have to look at, of course, Tropical Storm Helene. Now spinning just off the coast of the Yucatan at 65 miles an hour, Helene will intensify into a Cat 1 hurricane just later this afternoon when it amplifies to at least 74 miles an hour. From there, it undergoes another intensification to a Cat 2, then a rapid intensification to a Category 3 hurricane right before it makes landfall off the coast of the Big Bend and just east of Tallahassee, Florida on Thursday night. But here's what I want you to notice. So it's making landfall as a Cat 3. We're expecting torrential downpours and major storm surge, but it remains a Cat 1 almost into Calhoun, Georgia. So it is staying a Cat 1 for quite some time. The good news is we are on the western edge of this storm, so we're expecting a lot of rain, but no severe weather. From there, it heads towards Nashville, Tennessee, and then ends up sitting in southern Kentucky as what will then be a tropical depression. So no longer a spinning storm per se. So we're going to be dry in the morning on Thursday and into the early part of the afternoon. At 12:30, we start to see rain develop in Sand Mountain, and it pushes west through the late afternoon, evening, and into the overnight hours. Those late evening and overnight hours are when we will see the most widespread and the heaviest of the rain. By the time you wake up on Friday morning, a little bit of rain is left over, and it's just in our northern counties and gets out of the way by lunchtime. This weekend, we're not completely dry. We're seeing 1 or 2 spots of rain, but it's not enough to make you cancel your plans. So that is good news. We will, however, be incredibly cloudy. Monday and Tuesday, it's a similar story. Light pockets of rain, and then it's full-on sunshine and temperatures in the 80s and even upper 70s next week.
Starting to feel like fall for real.
It sure is.
And not a minute too soon.
Thank you, Grace.
Thank you.